Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro, friends. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Elixir Specialty Coffee and our upcoming assertiveness workshop, assertiveness training for the hospitality industry, happening in Sydney, Australia on the 21st of September. It's a full-day workshop and will be led by Dr. Jamie Berry and a presentation also by myself. This is going to be an awesome workshop. If you're considering competing in competition as a part of your career, want to become a leader, want to be an employee, want to own a business, learning how to be assertive around people, which is very different from being aggressive. But if you're looking to learn how to be assertive, then this is going to absolutely be for you. Get your tickets at mapitforward.org/events. And if you'd like to get some Elixir and other merch, you'll be able to purchase that as a part of your ticket. Today on the Daily Coffee Pro, we are talking about something that is very foreign to me. And I'm sure any of you who are regular listeners of this podcast will be amused by the fact that I personally am talking about this. Today we're talking about the value of taking a break from work, whatever that work happens to be for you in the coffee industry. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because today I took the afternoon off. For the first time this year, I took an afternoon off. And I went to a baseball game, my very first baseball game, the Padres versus the Cubs. Padres is the local team here in San Diego. It was a loss for the Padres. Came very close to being a very exciting game and in the last innings. Anyway, that's about all the sports talk that I know about any game. But it was a girlfriend's birthday and she got some tickets, great tickets to go to this game, and invited a few of us girls to go with her. And truth be told, if she hadn't have invited me, I wouldn't have gone to the game. And having gone to the game, it got me thinking about something really interesting. It got me thinking about the fact that it's already September. I'm exhausted. I know so many other people out there are equally as exhausted as I am. And yet it feels like it's February. It feels like the year hasn't really even gotten started yet. And now when I look at it, we started the Daily Coffee Pro as an extension of the Map It Forward podcast in March. We're 120 episodes in. We're past episode 70 or 80 on the Map It Forward podcast. Like, it's been a big year and I'm exhausted. And I speak to my friends who are business owners and who are employees, and everyone's saying the same thing. Everyone's really tired. Everyone's getting to that point of the year where it's like, I got to find some extra steam. And I would love to tell you that I'm getting ready to wrap up for the year, but in 2 days I get on a plane, head to Australia, and we'll be full steam for 7 days. And, you know, I have heard people say to other people through the grapevine, you know, she's such a globetrotter. I'm not. This is the first trip really I'm taking this year, and it's for work. I will get probably one night to hang with my friends. And look, I love everything that I do. I'm very fortunate that I have two businesses that I work in from 7 in the morning until 11 o'clock at night. But that's no different to anybody else that works on their own business. And no matter how much we love what we do, it's still work, friends. Like and the brain never turns off. And so for me, realizing that I haven't had really a day off this year, I know that so many of us are tired. I know that so many of us are trying to crush it in what we're doing, but I want to invite more of us to start considering rest, because in looking at what's coming next year for each of us, I think a part of the planning should be, how do I schedule rest? How do I schedule play? How do I schedule balance? And it's not that it shouldn't be a mark of success to get a day off. It shouldn't be a mark of success to hang with your family or your friends one night a week. It shouldn't be a mark of success to go for a run every day. It should just be a part of life. And I'd love to say I was the only one that was that didn't have this kind of balance, but I know too many of my friends that just work all the time. And it's not just work in the fact that they run a business. I know friends of mine who also have podcasts and also have full-time jobs and also run a business on top of that. And they're crushing it as well, but they're also exhausted. So what I want to say, what I want to encourage people to do is to consider if you're resting enough. This comes back to life currencies. So my number one life currency for myself personally and for both of the businesses is peace of mind. And I'm working hard this year and next year in creating a kind of peace of mind that's part addressing a particular hole that I'm not very good at when it comes to peace of mind, which is financial success. And so, I'm starting to build some momentum in not financial success, but financial flow. And, that is what's supposed to come after you worked your fucking ass off for so long. And, you surround yourself with people who will say to you, hey, listen, you could be doing this differently, or you need to be doing better, whatever, right? The one thing that I want to do is, as a result of having such great people around me, the peace of mind that comes with feeling safe amongst that is a version of rest. I spoke yesterday about how hard business can be and how much anxiety it can bring you. And that shit's real. But I wonder if that a part of my growth and the growth of so many people who talk to me about the fact that life is just hard when you're in business, perhaps we couldn't try resting a little bit more. Perhaps we could try breathing a bit more. And this is not an easy topic for me to talk about, because there's a vulnerability in there in saying, hey, fuck, maybe I work too much. Maybe I don't make enough time for play. And I'm one of these people who, since I was a kid, I never understood how you have fun. And I know I'm not the only one. I know there are a lot of people out there that are like, what do you mean you have fun for no reason? Well, I've tried for the last few years to understand how to have fun for no reason. And it's not easy when you haven't figured it out when you're a kid. And I feel like if having fun is if doing work, whether we own the business or not, this doesn't apply just to people who own businesses. There are people who work 24/7. Well, they sleep, but they're always at work because they love their job. And they're scared of going out and having fun because work is their fun. And yeah, that happens in the coffee industry all the time. And perhaps what we might be doing is running away from learning how to have fun. And so for me, if I don't like set a challenge like this publicly, I tend to be able to dip out of it. So next year I'm going to focus heavily on scheduling playtime into my week. And the reason I'm talking about this now is because it's fucking September. It's the middle of September. I feel like yesterday we were just saying, oh my God, it's September, and now it's already the middle of September. But we should be thinking about what we want next year to look like already. And so I invite you to do the same. I'm going to invite us all to challenge ourselves to live with better quality and to live with more laughs and to live. I'm not one of these people who's like, work hard and play hard. I don't know how to do that. I know how to work hard. The play hard sounds dangerous to me. And I don't judge anyone for it. I just don't know how to do it. I don't need to play hard, but I do want to go out there and learn how to play. So, after revealing all of that about myself that I didn't really need and didn't expect to talk about on today's episode of the Daily Coffee Pro, I know that there are people out there that can relate to that. You'll contact me and tell me these things as well. So, this is just an invitation for all of us to be kinder to ourselves and to consider that perhaps we don't need to drive ourselves into the ground to achieve the kinds of success that we're doing, and perhaps a balance to life may give us that extra exhilaration to achieve the greatness that we're all trying to aspire for our own lives. On that note, peace, love, and peanut butter, friends. Have an amazing rest of your day.